Dear learners, welcome again to this journey of learning R. So I hope you have tried those subtraction, multiplication and division what I have discussed in the last lecture. If you haven't tried, so please try before starting this lecture, and please post your responses in the discussion forums. So if you have noticed that for to do the multiplication in R, we have to do 2 star 2. Okay, so we don't have to use this cross sign. Okay, so if you do like this 2 or maybe x into 2, because when we used to do the pen paper multiplication, we use this cross symbol, but this is the symbol you don't have to use in R. So for R, if you have to do the multiplication, you have to use the star. So this particular star is generally is available on the keyboard on where number 8 is written. So then if you have to do the division, so we have to use this slash. So 2/2 is showing 1. And if you have to do the subtraction, so subtraction is the same whatever we used to do, 2 minus 2. So it's showing 0. Okay. So if you have noticed here that the interface of R is not that user friendly. Okay. When I was discussing about the word completion, okay. So each time you have to press the tab to see what exactly the commands are. Okay. Because whenever you will be using R, there are lot many commands are there, and you can't remember all the commands. Even I can't remember all the commands. Okay. So this auto completion helps in completing of this command correctly, so that there should be no error. Also, whenever we will be doing the analysis, we need a text editor that has some color based highlighting features. Okay, there are various reasons that can save our lot of time in doing the work on R. Okay, so this demanded the need of a platform whose interface is user friendly and provides code editor, console and various other tools at one place. So these kind of platforms are commonly known as IDE or integrated development environment. Okay, these are the software which provide the interface to your software so that you can use it effectively. Okay, so these are just the front of your software which is at the back end. Okay, so these are some of the examples of popular IDE that includes R Studio, Visual Studio Code, Jupyter Notebook, Eclipse, R Commander, Archboard, Emacs and ESS. But among these, R Studio is the most widely used IDE for R. R Studio is available in both open source and the commercial edition. However, the open source edition is sufficient for researcher in doing the analysis. So to install the R Studio, you have to open the URL. So this URL is so you have to open this URL, and as soon as you open it, after opening this web page, you will find the different installer for installing the R Studio. By default for this particular machine, it's a Windows. So here you will see that the second option is installing R Studio desktop for Windows. But for other operating systems, the installers are available. Say for example, like you want to have R Studio in Mac or Ubuntu or Fedora. So like if you see whatever we have discussed about R, that R is available for all the three kind of operating system like Windows, Mac or Linux based. Similarly, R Studio is also available for Linux based machine or Mac or for the Windows. Okay, and you can install, and then you can download this installer and install the R Studio the way we have installed the R. So once you click here, the file will be downloaded, which have a size of almost 216 MB. So this particular version is released on 10th of January 2024. And once you download this file, so this kind of file will be downloaded in your machine, and just run this file with the administrative right, follow the default setting, and after following these, the R Studio will be installed in your machine. The way we have opened the R application in Windows, in the similar way we can open the R Studio application through either double clicking on R Studio icon on the desktop or through the Windows application. If you see on this web page of from where you will be downloading the R Studio, so the option of downloading the R Studio is provided at the step 2. Okay, so you have to remember that R Studio, it's just an interface. It's nothing without an R. So the first thing is you have to install the R, and then you have to install the R Studio. R Studio just provide you the beautiful interface for doing the analysis in R. You will be doing whole the things in R itself only, but we will be using the a beautiful interface, because that raw interface is not that kind of user friendly. Okay, now once you will install, so I'm again assuming that you have installed R Studio perfectly in your machine, and still if you are facing any issue in installing of R Studio, please let us know through discussion forum and answer all your queries. So once you open the R Studio application, you will see these four kind of quadrants in one single application. So if you see R, only one kind of quadrant is available. Okay, but in R Studio, you see there are these four quadrants are available. Okay, this is just a console. It's like R only. Okay, what we have till used in previous lecture. Okay, then this is the second quadrant, which is also known as source. This is the third quadrant, which is also known as environment, and then this is the fourth quadrant. So these are the four important quadrant which ease down your task in doing the analysis. Okay, we'll see each one by one. So the first this console where we execute the code, it's just like the R interface only. Okay, so then the console part also has a terminal. If you see here in R, there was like this single console was there, but in R Studio, console is there, but this terminal is also there. So what this terminal is? So this terminal is like a command prompt what we have in Windows, or a terminal. So from here we can do all those things also like a command prompt. And if you see here, the another tab is background job. So if you have a long script and if you have to do long computation, you can use this where you can run the command in the backend. Okay, you can use this for running the long script in background. So this is the part of source where we do the coding. Then this is the third part is the environment quadrant. It has a tabs of environment, history, connection and tutorials. So environment display all the object created and their details, like what it is, like this particular data has 12 observation and 3 variables. So it provides you the details of all the objects. Okay, so if you remember in R, we what we have to do to list the all objects, we have to go to the miscellaneous. So we have to go to this menu and then we can use this. Okay, if we click here, but it will only display all the objects only. Okay, it will not display all those what exactly the number of variables are there and what exactly that particular object is. Okay, so this is an additional feature in the R Studio interface, so that you can get the more details about the, so what are the previously created variables are there. Okay, then it has an another tab of history where you can see all the commands used previously. Okay, but in our interface what we have to do is we have to go to the file and then we have to save the history. Okay, and then this history will be saved and then we have to open it. Okay, so another important feature of R Studio is connection, which allows you to connect to the database. So if you click here, then you can connect to data sources like through ODBC or Spark. This is again very important options available in R. What are the options what we have in R interface here? So under help we have different manuals, and then we can click on what are the manuals we want to use. But here in R Studio interface, so if you click here and install this package Learn R, the you can have the old tutorials. Like say for example, if you click here, this package will be installed, and after clicking, so now you see that here for data basic this tutorial is there, and you can click here, start the tutorial, and it will show that another version of this package is required to start this tutorial, and then you can click here. install all the dependency. Now it has the tutorial about the basic of data. Okay. So then we have this fourth quadrant, which is also known as the output quadrant, which have files, plots, packages and help. So under files have the details of all the files in the directory. Then the plots show all the graphics that are generated. Then this packages display the list of installed packages with package name, description and the versions of this particular package. So this help tab shows the R documentation that helps in navigating, knowing about the commands and other thing. So if you have noticed that interface of R Studio has lot many options. Now we will see the different menus available in R Studio, like what we have seen in R. So these are the like different menus are available in R Studio. So this under this file it has option. So it has additional option compared to default R interface is that you can import the data set. So you by simply you can click here and if your data set is in Excel or SPSS or SAS, whatever format it is, so you can import the data set. Then the edit options allow you to like the same like you can clear the console or you can like cut, copy, paste. Then this code sections allow you to like if you want to go to particular file or function in particular code, or you want to format the code. So these are some of the functionality this code provides you. Also if you have noticed that this R Studio is also showing the shortcut key of each of the functionality. Okay, so for like if you want to go to file and function, you can just simply press control plus period and you will go to that particular file and function. Then you can like if you want to reformat the code, you can just press the key control shift plus A. Then the next menu is view menu, where you can just zoom in or zoom out, or then the you can see like what are the details are available here, like environment, history, connection. You can see here also like you want to show the history, so history will be shown. So then also you can like so to see the history you can press the control plus 4. Basically this particular functionality helps when you have a plot, when you have plotted some graphics. So whether you want to save this as an image or PDF, we'll see in detail when we will plotting different analysis in R. So the session menu has the functionality of like setting the working directory. So you can change the working directory, or you can load or save the work. You can load or save the workspace, or you can quit this session, or you can start a new session also. If you remember that in our interface these details were here. Okay, so these details were in the file, but here they have provided R Studio interface has this detail under this session menu. Then if you want to configure any build tool, you can use this. Okay, hardly this will be required. Okay, then if you want to debug the code, you can use this different functionality of this menu. Then this 2-3 menu will not be much required. Okay, then this tool is the another important menu which will be required during the analysis, and it has the different important functionality. Okay, one of the important functionality what tool has it is that installing the packages. So you can install the packages, unlike like in R we have to select the mirror and then we have to go to the package name. It will list the all the package, but here the that search feature is available. You can just type in down the package name and it will list it down, and what are the package you want to install, you can select and it will be installed. Okay, then in the tool it also have the option of this global options. This global option is about setting to do the different settings, like say for example you want to change this layout. Okay, so in by default setting this particular area is console and this is source here, but you want console in place of this where environment and history is. Okay, so how you can do that? You can just simply go to global option, and then in the pane layout you can just here put the console, and it will automatically come here and then apply. Okay, and if you go okay, so if you see here, the console and this environment is interchanged, okay, diagonally. Okay, now the new location of console, so it depends on how you are comfortable with and where you want to keep the pane at which location. Okay, so it totally depends on you. So but generally our studio comes in this kind of setting where. So generally, the default installation of R comes in this kind of interface where we have console here. So and I found that this, if we have console and source code on this side, it's quite easier to do the things. So but of course, if you want to change the location of pen to here or some other place, you can do that. Okay, the other options are like similar to what we have seen in, or if you want to change the font style, or if you want to change the color, or if you want to change the appearance, how it will look like, you can change it by going into this appearance tab. And so there are different themes are available for editor. So generally this particular this theme is also preferred by many of the users. So either you can go this and then if you apply, okay, so this is how this now R Studio interface will look like this. Okay, so it totally depends on you how you want to have the interface. I'll go with this Chrome, so I'll just apply. Okay, then it has another options like if you want to have Python interpreter or like these packages and all those things are there. We will be using throughout this course the different option, and when we will discuss in detail whenever we will be required those things. Okay, so the different options are available under this tab tools. So in the last, it has a menu help, which we have already seen in the R interface also, that it has different options. Other than that, it has one important option is like that it has cheat sheets, like many cheat sheets are available by default how you want to use. So if you go here, it will directly take you to this page where you can see like what exactly this particular pane is and what this feature is. So you can use this different cheat sheet to know more about the R and R Studio. Then it has a package specific cheat sheet also. Like if you want to see the cheat sheet of data visualization with ggplot2, okay, or if you want to see R markdown reference guide, okay, so it will open here, and these are the things, all the things are provided here. It has many cheat sheet, and also you can browse the different cheat sheet by clicking here. So these are like different cheat sheets are available. Then it has a option of keyboard shortcut. If you want to know anything about the keyboard shortcut, you can just click here, and these are the some of the keyboard shortcuts are available which you can use while you are using the R Studio. Okay, this is about the interface of R Studio. So if you have noticed that the interface of R Studio has many features compared to the default interface of R. So this is why R Studio is widely used by the R users. So throughout this course, we will also be using this R Studio only for doing the different analysis in R. Okay. Now just see some of the examples what we have seen in the R. So we will run those same arithmetic operations in R Studio also. So if you see here, if you go to console and if you just put 2 plus 2, it's showing 4. If we go 2 star 2 multiply 2, it's showing 4. So I think it's working fine. It's showing the right answer. This is how you can also try other different operations in R Studio. And please let us know in the discussion forum if you are not able to install R Studio or R, or if you are facing any kind of issue related to that. Also try the example what you have used in R, the same example you use in R Studio also, and share us those things also in the discussion forum. Thank you.